Why, when they are hurt by you narcissists, walk around naked? Narcissistic individuals present a striking paradox, as they vehemently avoid shame, while shamelessly committing actions that defy ethical norms. This contradiction becomes particularly evident when they actively evade guilt but engage in shameless behaviors, including dishonesty, deception, information withholding, and gaslighting. The most glaring manifestation of their shamelessness occurs when they demonstrate a complete disregard for their partner and children within the confines of their home. This is not an occasional oversight, but a deliberate and repetitive choice. In this episode, I will explore this specific issue, drawing insights from the experiences of numerous survivors. If you find this topic intriguing and wish to delve deeper into the peculiar behavior of narcissists, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel before we commence. Your subscription contributes to the promotion of awareness regarding narcissistic abuse, a cause I consistently emphasize and value. Hello to everyone. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I extend a warm welcome. In our households, we all have our designated personal spaces, and there is a certain level of acceptance for occasional movement without wearing excessive clothing, as long as safety and ethical considerations are maintained. However, it is crucial to clarify that the act of moving around in one's personal space without clothing does not inherently indicate narcissism. Therefore, hastily categorizing individuals who engage in this behavior as narcissists would be imprudent. Such a conclusion is not aligned with the topic under consideration. The central idea here is that narcissists display a lack of respect for physical boundaries. They show a blatant disregard for the limits set by others, ignoring ethical principles, and remaining indifferent to the repercussions of their actions on those in their vicinity. Many survivors of narcissistic abuse share unsettling accounts of witnessing a narcissist casually roaming around without clothes, seemingly oblivious to the attention it garners or the impact on those around them. When confronted about their behavior, narcissists often evade accountability, dismissing concerns as jokes or responding with entitlement-driven grandiosity, asserting, "Oh, come on, you're being too sensitive." Alternatively, they may exert their authority over the situation by stating things like, "It's my home. I can do whatever I want." This perplexing and objectionable conduct leaves individuals pondering why someone would behave in such a way, completely disregarding physical boundaries. In the initial phases of my practice, a client recounted a troubling experience involving a narcissistic individual in her life who routinely shed all his clothes upon returning home from work and remained unclothed until the next morning. This perpetual state of undress became a source of conflict when she expressed her desire for a change. In response, he would dismiss her concerns with laughter, raising questions like, "Don't you enjoy this? Haven't you always found me appealing like this? Have you discovered someone else more attractive? What's happening in your life?" This manipulation extended beyond breaching personal boundaries, as she sought to uphold a fundamental principle deserving of respect. The narcissist adeptly shifted blame by deflecting the situation and steering the conversation toward unrelated topics. Surprisingly, attempts to address the issue resulted in her apologizing and pleading for forgiveness, enabling the narcissist to continue his actions without further objection. This manipulative strategy, involving counter-questioning to undermine objections, exemplified their crafty approach to maintaining control. Recently, I encountered a distressing yet similar account involving a narcissist who would bathe in the presence of his children without a hint of concern. During lighthearted activities, he would leave the bathroom door slightly ajar while bathing, displaying a lack of logical coherence. The question arises, why would an adult engage in such behavior? What inappropriate attention was he seeking? The terms that come to mind are promiscuity, a desire for attention, or perhaps a form of indirect physical harm to his children. My father had a tendency to accidentally leave his clothing, particularly his lower garments, loosely fastened, when he bent over, revealing half of his buttocks in our presence. Discussing the matter was an incredibly humiliating experience. Despite the looseness, he never took the initiative to properly secure it. While I won't delve into further details, I trust you can grasp the discomfort. It appears that narcissists become disconnected, showing indifference to who might be observing them, and unaware of the potential psychological impact, especially on children. It's as if they find pleasure in provoking irritation and attention, whether in the form of admiration or perplexed stares from onlookers who struggle to comprehend their actions or motivations. Narcissistic parents display a disregard for physical boundaries, engaging in behavior without considering its impact on the development of their children. This behavior, reminiscent of animals, reflects their primitive nature, lacking a higher level of awareness. The question arises, why do they engage in such behavior? Similar to animals, they adopt a carefree attitude, void of awareness or cognizance. This lack of awareness is a shared trait among narcissists, akin to animals in that regard. In my childhood, observing my father's eating habits, sleep patterns, and social demeanor led me to perceive him as animal-like. These behaviors seemed unsophisticated, taking on a reptilian form. Interestingly, while they experience shame selectively, becoming charged and ready to fight when they feel threatened, insulted, or belittled, they show no remorse when engaging in primitive behavior. When I state that narcissists are delusional, I don't use the term metaphorically or symbolically. I mean it quite literally. It's a manifestation of complete delusion. This raises the question of how individuals can justify their immoral actions, deeming them acceptable, while simultaneously taking offense at an unintentional and inconsequential remark. It's perplexing, almost appearing deranged. However, it's crucial to highlight that they possess full awareness of their actions. They're not insane. They are conscious of the consequences, indicating a lack of interest in the matter. They remain indifferent to the impact on others. People tend to repeat activities that evoke positive emotions, excitement, or euphoria. Now I'm eager to hear about your experiences. How have you observed the narcissist who harmed you exhibiting this behavior? Share your responses in the comments to support other survivors, fostering a sense of connection as they navigate the recovery process. With this, we conclude this episode, anticipating our continued conversation in the next one. As always, let the healing begin and progress.